Late afternoon show in the whole of Western region. Kalyjay, you're welcome to the drive.
Thank you very much.
I know you're a very busy person, but Charlie, if I just dash you some of your time, you see that level.
Yeah, Jalal, breaking the work.
Straight away. So on a regular, how is a day in the life of Kali like?
Um, it's a bit difficult. I'm meeting clients.
Okay.
I wake up in the morning. I spend like 4 or 5 hours replying messages, texts, emails, checking my socials, and then from there I keep on meetings. And usually there are events that people invite me to.
Okay.
Business projects, EPs, and all that. I have to be there, and then I make sure I attend all of them, and then I get home very late, like around 11, 12.
That's a very busy one, bro.
Yeah, very, very busy.
Because I sometimes wonder how you keep things rolling, because sometimes I wake up like 2 a.m. and you're still active on Twitter. How do you do it?
I don't know. I think it's something that it will take a time to get used to.
Okay.
It's not, yeah, it's something to take a long time to get used to, because my schedule is a bit tight. So the only free time I get is when I come back home around 11, 12, and I'm in bed for like maybe 12, 1, 2. That's when I'm able to have like my personal time.
Okay, so what time do you sleep actually? Because as at 2, I know I'm busy. So I'm thinking about what time do you sleep?
Sometimes 3, 2:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you can project for me a little bit. I can hardly hear you.
Okay, sometimes like 2:30, sometimes like 3 a.m. around that time, sometimes 4.
Okay, nice one. Now let's get back to your handle itself. Gyaigyimii. Why gyaigyimii?
Okay, so gyaigyimii was after my first account got suspended. I needed to be abreast of what was happening on the timeline, so I decided to use gyaigyimii because maybe someone will be making a tweet and then he will be like, my friend gyaigyimii, and instead of typing the gyaigyimii, the person will find it interesting or funny to tag me.
Oh, okay.
So it makes it easier for me not to miss out on stuff happening on the timeline. So maybe convos and stuff, people just add my friend gyaigyimii, my friend, you have to add a GB and stuff like that. So they just add the hashtag, and I think people found it a bit funny and interesting, and I just couldn't change it.
That is very strategic, bro. That is very strategic, and it's really worked for you. Now, I'm thinking about, we all know it is very difficult to grow numbers on Twitter. Let's keep it real. It is very, very difficult. Unlike other platforms that you can easily get your numbers, but Twitter is very difficult. How are you able to amass all this huge following that you work with?
Okay, I believe if the content is good, it's a bit easier. And once you understand the ins and outs of Twitter, I think you feel at home. So once you get to like 10,000 followers, Twitter makes your account a bit more visible to people, because it looks like you're an entertaining person, you're an active account. So they make your account a bit more entertaining so that people can also follow you. So once I got to 10,000 followers, and I also had good content, because I usually post entertainment stuff, I post posts,
Okay.
I post music, I post news. So I'm like an all-round person. Usually there are people that have their areas that they stick
Yeah.
to. Maybe some are sticking to music, some are sticking to sports, but I'm an all-round person, so I talk about everything. So I think most of my followers are from all sorts of backgrounds, so it makes it easier too. So once they start following me, and I'm always providing them with good content ahead of time, I usually confirm my sources and I post it. I become a trusted source, and then people keep following, and it got to a time Twitter now suggests my account to people. So if someone joins Twitter and it's a new user, my account
Twitter actually suggests your account to people.
Yeah,
because of how active you've been.
Yeah, for some time now. So I can get like 1,000 followers, 1,500, 2,000 followers, depending on the number of people that sign up on Twitter that day.
Whoa.
So that's how come my account really goes fast these days.
Nice one. Now, why is it that it's like your major focus is Twitter, but you have other social media platforms, but it's like Twitter that your major focus is on? Why?
My Twitter was like home to me. I am on almost every social media platform you can think of.
Yeah.
I'm on Pinterest, I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm on almost all social media platforms, but I chose to be active on Twitter because I feel the Twitter users get me more, they understand me more. And Instagram too is more about creating content, posting pictures, and all. It will take some time to get used to, but I think I've started being active on Instagram. I recently hit 10K on Instagram. I think like a few days ago.
How
and
long
now
have you been there?
I've like on for 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
I've been active. I've not been active on them platforms, just on Twitter.
Okay.
But I've started being active on Instagram. I think for some days now I've had close to 1,000 followers in 2 days on Instagram, or I think in a day. My Instagram is now I'm now come to focus on Instagram. So
straight away.
I'm sure by the end, before the year ends, I'll be at maybe 40 or 50K on Instagram, hopefully.
Nice one. We'll get back to the social media bit, but I want to know, what do you do for fun?
I play games, FIFA especially.
Okay, so that's the only thing you do for fun.
Yeah.
Straight away. Now, what has been your biggest achievement as far as social media is concerned? What has been your biggest achievement that you say, Charlie, PM, this one day ask me now, the thing hits me, and I say, Charlie, this be really big deal?
I really don't know. I really can't say, because usually it looks impossible until it's done, and then I feel okay, yeah, I'm done. So what next? So I really can't pinpoint.
Oh, but definitely there's like some 2 or 3 things that you can say that, Charlie, we dear, Charlie.
Okay, so hitting 500,000 followers within the shortest period of time.
How many months or years did it take to get a 500K?
I think 2.5 years.
2.5 years to amass 500K.
Yeah.
Kali, Charlie, that's a big man. Nice one.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that people have really been concerned about is verification, yeah, especially with the public figures. People always want to be verified, but then don't know how to go about it. You got verified like 3 days ago, right?
Yeah.
How did it happen?
So I submitted I applied for verification, and I didn't get it on the first try. So
when did you apply though? How many months now?
I applied the first time it came out, and I didn't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, then I applied like recently. I also didn't get it. And then I think Twitter has a headquarters in Ghana now, so they are still working. They started working. And
have you been there yourself?
not yet.
Okay.
But some of their people contacted me from there.
Great.
And they said, and then they were like, they've seen my account and they like what I'm doing.
The Twitter team contacted you, Kali?
Yeah.
Charlie.
So they liked what I was doing, and they worked on my verification for me.
Nice one. And then recently too, I realized that, Charlie, you actually came up top for Twitter Influencer of the Year and it just ended Paul's Influencers Awards. How did that mean to you? What did that mean to you?
Okay, it meant a lot to me because I won't say this is my first award on Twitter.
Okay.
This is like my second award.
Second award. What was the first one?
Last year by Benno Success.
Okay.
He organized Twitter awards and I won. And this one, but the reason why I this like a huge thing for me is because it was open to the public. It wasn't about voting with money or anything. It was open. There were just posts on the internet and people had to go on their website to vote.
Okay.
The first round, I was leading by like 70%, and I knew that okay, now the people like me. So it felt good because the numbers, the votes I was pulling was like crazy. The numbers were crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice one. Now let's come to Twitter Spaces. That's like the new craze right now that most of us have been enjoying. Myself, even yesterday, the Lecon space, I was in there, and I really enjoyed the session, but I had to actually back out and prepare for some other stuff. How did you start this one? What ignited this whole Spaces thing for you?
Okay. So with the Twitter Spaces, it was a bit of research I did.
Okay.
I'm someone who wouldn't start something if I've not really like looked into it, and
right.
also I don't like doing things the way everybody does things. So there are artists that come to ask for music promotions and all that.
Okay.
So Kofi Jama wanted. I'm like close friends with him, so
Nice
he
one.
wanted me to help promote his new EP.
That's a great talent.
And I decided that okay, so we have the Twitter Spaces. People don't really use it, so let's use it. Let's use the Twitter Spaces. So we did an interview on Twitter Spaces about his EP.
Okay, so Kofi Jama was your first guest.
Yeah, he was like my first
Nice
guest.
one.
And then we had like close to 500 listeners. That was like a very huge number.
Yeah.
People whose spaces and get like maximum like 300, 400. So 500 was like a huge number for me. And everybody liked it, and then they wanted more. So I hosted Mr. Drew the next time, and they liked it again.
I was following all that.
And then what I did that no one has ever done to us, I did an EP listening on the Twitter space with Kofi Jama.
EP listening?
Yeah, on the Twitter space.
That's great.
So the project was supposed to drop at 12 a.m. So we did an EP listening around 11 p.m. So he played our tracks on the EP. So people on the spaces listen to the EP before it was officially out on all platforms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they listened to it. Kofi Jama himself was on the space and he was explaining the songs.
Yeah.
So he explained the every song. He explained the concept behind the song.
Nice one, like a breakdown of it.
All that. So before the song will even drop, people had a fair idea of what to expect. And I think once the EP dropped, it trended for close to 24 hours.
Yeah, it was in. I noticed that.
From the day the EP dropped, from 12 a.m. to like the next day, and it was that's when I knew that this is something we can actually hold on to. So
Straight.
I started contacting my people that I know in the media, my friends, my celebrity friends, to get them on the space, and they all like the idea. So that's how the whole space started.
Nice one. Now, one of the sessions that you had was with Sarkodie that got so many people talking, because Charlie, people were saying that the space even crashed. How true is that?
Okay, yeah. So I held the space with Sarkodie, and before Sarkodie would join, usually if I host the space, I get close to like 700, 600, or sometimes 300 listeners before the main artist comes on, before the number starts going, because I think maybe some people don't believe the artist actually
true.
The space. But with Sarkodie's space, I had 1,000 listeners before Sarkodie himself joined.
Wow.
We were all waiting for Sarkodie, and the moment he joined, he said hello, and then I think the number just spiked and the space crashed, so we had to create a new space like in a few minutes. And I think the new space got 4,700 listeners plus.
That's been a new one.
Yeah.
Charlie, that's really a big deal for somebody to be able to amass all these numbers in one space. Charlie, is a big deal. You are doing a yeoman's job, my brother. Charlie. Now, another thing that got so many people talking was the connection with the Grammy board member.
Yeah.
Richard Dine.
Yeah.
Now, how did that also happen?
Okay, so after a few episodes on the Twitter Spaces, and I realized I can take this beyond Africa, Ghana, because a lot of people don't do spaces outside Ghana to host celebrities.
Yeah.
Because I think this is like a new thing in the whole South region. Maybe as a few celebs will be organized, but it's not like a constant show where you are guaranteed a guest coming on. So I want to go beyond the shores of the country. So I contacted her to also get me. She's a publicist as well and a Grammy board member. So I told her to get me some of the people she works with.
Okay.
So she across Africa, so to get on the space. So after the Tiwa Savage space, I contacted her through her friend Don Success, and then I think she liked the idea very much, and then she decided to join the Kalyjay space to partner with us to get more African celebrities and musicians on the space. And she got us Joe Boy. We are still working on other big acts from Africa, which hopefully will be out very soon.
Nice one. So, what's your plan? How many artists are you targeting of having in your spaces within a week?
Okay, so when I started, I was going like 3 or 4 spaces in a week, but at the moment we are doing 2 spaces, so that once enough time for the pre-hype, and then once the space is done, there can also be a space or a room for a conversation about the space before the next space happens. So we are now looking at 2 or 3 spaces in a week.
Nice one. Very soon we'll get into the social media and its impact on your life as an influencer. But before that, how is your relationship with Kalyjay Sheldon like?
I wouldn't like to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about it at all?
Yeah.
Because it's your fellow influencer as well.
Yeah, I am. God be with you.
You don't want to touch on it at all?
Nah, not really.
Like, be your party like that?
I've seen his works.
You've seen his works, but Charlie.
So
So I saw a tweet from her side talking about the fact that Charlie, enjoy your spaces and blah 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 blah. Whatever you do, you do pass. Did you see that tweet?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay, you didn't see anything like that from her side.
Not really.
And none of you.
Usually, a lot of people maybe talk about me on social media, but I've advised my friends not to be sending me. Usually, if people don't send me those tweets, I don't see them, and I've advised my friends and the people around me that I don't want to see those tweets because I'm very protective of my energy.
Nice one.
I don't want to be seeing negative tweets because I already have a busy day, and I'll be stressed out, and then someone will come and send me a tweet saying someone is insulting me. I might just get tipped over, then I'll say something on social media, people won't like it.
Okay.
I don't understand my state of mind at that particular time. So usually if maybe someone insults or says something about me on social media, my friends do not send it to me unless maybe I chance upon it. And then usually if I chance upon it, I go offline just to make time pass and for me to get back to my senses.
Nice one. One thing that you can take away as far as social media is concerned is trolls. You always get trolls left, right, center. Charlie, when people have you had any experience that really hit you hard? Like Obi can be about you on social media that really hit you hard?
Oh, yeah. I think there was this time someone an influencer started this tweet that people should sub anyone at all on the timeline, and people at that time felt like me or something like that because I'm always someone in my zone. I really don't try to mingle with other people because I just respect my space and I also respect their space as well.
Okay.
So people thought I like me so people started moving to me that night because it was I didn't even know most of them. They were just saying me I'm too no and all that. So I just looked at it and it was a bit funny, but I didn't really get where it was coming from because most of the people saying that I've not had any interaction with them before. But after that night, I realized that it's social media, anything could happen. Anybody can just get up and say what they want and go their way. And it's all about how you react. So unfortunately, that day, so I didn't say anything to react to it. So I just learned my lesson from that.
All right, nice one. Now there are so many. When I actually drop your article on socials, one of the comments I saw from one gentleman, he's a young blogger in Takradia. His name is Kofi GH. He tagged you as Twitter president. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I've heard that so many times.
Okay, so that's something you've been hearing from people.
Yeah.
Nice one. Now, I know YFM is the official frequency for the young and the young at heart, and you have so many young people listening to Kalyjay right now. You inspire so many people that you have no idea of, and I wanna give you the opportunity to talk to those people who also want to be influencers and bloggers just like you, and the impact you have right now, most especially on Twitter. What advice do you have for them?
Okay, I would say they should just follow their hearts. Do what they want to do. Whatever they feel is their strength, they should just keep on doing it without looking back. Because and then in the beginning it will be a bit difficult and a bit hard. But if you know where you are going, you know the goal, whatever you are trying to achieve, then in the long term it's going to be easier. You're going to enjoy the benefits of whatever you are working towards. It takes time. You don't just get up to become an influencer or anything. And whatever you see in the present, it will have a long way to affect you. Whatever you do on social media, it will have a long way to affect you in the long term. So be careful of what to tweet or the information you put out, and just work hard and you'll be good to go.
Nice one. Thank you so much for that. All right.
Also know the people to build good relationship to it, and I think you'll be fine.
Nice one. Now, some people might be listening to you, but if now you're in a classmate and I say they went to the same school with you, but they don't know that much about you. Can you take us through your educational ladder, the schools you attended up to tertiary level, so that you can just take note of that?
Okay, so I attended Okapiman Senior High School.
Okwas.
Yeah, Okwas.
Nice one. Charlie, now they go chill for them. You have a sector boy, so now they go Okwas small.
Oh, nice one. Yeah. And from there, I came to GIG.
Okay.
I completed GIG like a few years ago.
Meaning you're a professional journalist, bro.
I did public relations actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Nice one. And quickly before we wrap it up, I'm going to be playing a simple game with you. I call this one the Black Lie game. Black Lie is a jargon that simply means proud to be black. Yeah. A jargon I created like 6 years ago. It simply means proud to be black. And I'll give you some words, and in your own space, in your own understanding, you give me a similar in meaning. Okay. So not according to dictionary, but how words that you think connect to the words I'm going to be giving you, like similar in meaning in your own understanding. You get it?
Okay. Let's try it.
So let's just have fun and wrap it up. First word is sex. When you hear sex, what comes to mind?
Doggy.
Doggy. Okay. Word number 2 is love.
Love. And peace.
Okay. Number 3, YFM.
Younger Tats.
Ghana.
Hamin Kuma.
Music.
Sarkodie.
Twitter.
Kalyjay.
Music again.
Kisiata.
All right. Next word is girls.
Calvin.
Who?
Calvin. That's like my close friend.
Okay. Shouts going out to Calvin though. Next word is Africa.
Calvin. Yeah.
Africa is the next word. Kali.
Africa. Kalyjay.
Kalyjay. And the final word, gyaigyimii.
Twitter president.
I like that. Thank you so much. So before we wrap it up, okay, how has social media impacted your life as Kalyjay?
It has been a bit difficult for me. It's nice. You can't complain that much because like right now that's like a major source of income to me. It raising a lot of money for me. But I feel once you get to a certain stage, there are things that maybe you become a very limited. So maybe a few years back, I can come on Twitter and say this and that and go my way. But now I'm in a position where there are things I can't say, there are things I can't tweet. I'm in a position where whatever you say, you never know. Someone can just take it as news and carry it away. So you feel a bit confined in a particular space. So that's you barely have your freedom. People come on social media and someone will just tag you, and if you don't read it, they get angry because they feel you are always with your phone. Maybe I'm on my phone, but I'm in a meeting or something. People do not understand. People feel they always have access to you. Your contacts will just be flying all over platforms because people want you. So it's like you don't 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. people are calling you and all that. People do not really like respect your space and all. It's a bit difficult, but I think it's something I'm getting used to. So eventually I'll be fine.
Nice one. What do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I'm just going to be great. I'm going to be great across Africa. No doubt. So.
Nice one. So you have a whole lot of fans, followers, listeners in the Western region. What do you want to tell them? The people who love you so much and follow you to bits.
Keep supporting Kalyjay, and I'll also be doing my best to also help on social media. I'll also be doing my best here in my little corner. But also, thank you very much for the support and love throughout the years. And I really appreciate it.
Nice one. What's your real name though?
I'm Joshua.
Joshua what?
Boydo.
Joshua Boydo.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie Kali, thank you so much for your time on the drive. I really appreciate this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day.